Jarrett was born prematurely at 30 weeks and 5 days. It was within a year or so that someone saw that he might have something going on. And so someone we were working with said, well, we think it might be cerebral palsy. He works hard, so he's doing physical therapy and occupational therapy, speech therapy since he was tiny. He does not let it hold him back. He wants to do everything. Despite of all the challenges, he loves life.
I love that I can basically do everything. It's amazing. And I love the people. The missionaries are great. You can be with someone for just a week, and then by the end of the week, you feel like you've known them for years, which it's definitely a beautiful thing.
So Jarrett, the first time meeting him, I just remember him being so appreciative of that I was there, and I was blown away by the grace and the encouragement and just the joy that he expressed. It was a pretty powerful testimony of God's goodness.
The first time I met Jarrett was my first experience at camp. And I was the health services director, and I was taking care of his cabin and passing bedtime meds, which is the sweetest time in the cabin because you get to visit and talk about their day. And in that moment, Jarrett was watching me intently, and I looked at him and he looked at me and he said, "Thank you for being here and thank you for taking care of me." And he said to me, "I would rather be here than anywhere else in the world. In the whole world, in the place that I call work." It's such a blessing, and he changed my life. Jarrett changed my life, and I say that with confidence. We're
coming back from a party and Jarrett's battery starts to cut out on his wheelchair, and he was like, "It's okay, guys, like it'll be all right." And I'm sitting there going, this is your way to get back to the cabin. And some of the boys in the cabin were like, "Oh man, let's push it, let's do this." And they're all trying to solve the problem, but Jarrett, through that whole thing, I think was so incredibly just calm and joyful and content, even when things weren't going right, And so it was just amazing. What a gift to the world that Jarrett is.
He truly does just shine in every place he walks in. Everybody knows his name. Everybody knows everything about him. I feel like he just made Camp Barnabas like home for me.
I call it my home away from home. My life would not be the same without this place. Camp should exist because it's important for everybody to be able to have fun and have experiences that will last a lifetime.
I have no doubt God uses Jarrett to speak to people and to change their lives. And I hope that Jarrett knows that God is using him to better his kingdom.
Camp Barnabas allows Jarrett to use his gifts because it really takes away all of this outside stuff, and you're able to just see Jarrett as Jarrett and with the gifts that the Lord has given him, that gift of gratefulness, of encouragement, of excitement, of joy, and it's really paints this clear picture of the body of Christ.
I would have to say this is where I feel closest to God, honestly. You sense God's presence here and everyone you meet. Disabilities don't exist at camp.
At Camp Barnabas, every camper is loved, included, and celebrated. A few years ago, we identified a barrier to inclusion: our outdated cabins.
The old cabins weren't set up for all the wheelchair equipment, plus my Hoyer lift and my bike pack equipment.
When our campers come to camp, many times, especially our wheelchair campers, they are bringing a Hoyer lift so that we can get them in and out of the chair easily and into bed as safe as possible, protecting them, protecting their caregivers. They come with bath chairs, shower chairs, so that we can get them in and out of the bathroom and take care of their bathing needs. They come with CPAPs, they come with feeding tube pumps, they come with percussion vests and breathing machines. They come with a lot of things, and our new cabins are big enough that not only the camper and all of their things can fit in the cabin so they can experience camp together.
In 2025, thanks to your support, we opened 2 new cabins designed with our campers' accessibility in mind. The new cabins feature double front doors to accommodate wheelchairs and a large living space to accommodate all medical equipment and activities. In addition to the larger interior, each cabin has extra space between camper beds, an expanded bathroom area, a large staff area with a washer and dryer, and 2 levels to allow double the capacity.
These new cabins, I'm able to actually sleep with my cabin, be with my cabin, actually experience camp the way it was intended to.
We want camp to be accessible for everyone. That's why we're committed to building new, more accessible cabins to serve our campers. With your support, we can ensure that every camper gets to experience the life-changing opportunities at Camp Barnabas. We're committed to building these new cabins because our campers matter, and their accessibility needs matter.
So I want to thank God, and I want to thank every donor that donated every penny so we could have these new cabins.
We want every camper to feel like this is a place that was built for them, and this is where they belong.
When I come here, it's like my cerebral palsy doesn't exist, and I'm just normal.